Oh my goodness, we are not Lawrenceburg almost live right now.
We are actually Lawrenceburg live.
We're Lawrenceburg live.
So, I had no warning that we were going to be Lawrenceburg live until I got here, and I was like, that means if we screw up, there's no fixing it.
Nope, no fixing it. We're live. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all. Okay, so I'm Tiffany Asanero.
And I'm Tia Chilton.
Tia Chilton. We are here at the Off the Ground Coffee House.
Yes.
And we're live.
Yes. And so, first things first, I'm going to make y'all feel better about yourself. Because, you know, we both have children. Mm-hmm. We both have jobs. Mm-hmm. We both have lots of things going on in their lives. We both have mamas that we help take care of. Yes. Same stuff that you all have, you know.
Yes.
Running.
We don't have anything any different than anybody else.
Crazy, mm-hmm. Right? So I knew that we were doing this today. Mm-hmm. Did not put it on my calendar on my phone, which I live by.
If my phone or her phone doesn't tell us we're doing something, we don't do it.
It don't happen. Which explains why I was supposed to have been here at 5 o'clock, and I was in Nicholasville at 5 o'clock. And she sent a text message, and I went, oh! I completely forgot, y'all.
I'm at Sam's in
I'm in the Sam's Club in Nicholasville. I had to go get some stuff from the concession stand for the football game tomorrow night because the cheerleader parents work the concession stand at the middle school football games. That's our fundraiser. And so I had agreed to go to Sam's and pick some things up. My hair's falling down. I ain't got a stitch of makeup on. I'm wearing my normal t-shirt and shorts, which is common. But I was in Nicholasville. And I was like, I'm in Nicholasville. I'm a dork. So my child was with me, and she went, oh, we're supposed to be in Lawrenceburg? And I'm like, in 4 minutes.
We gotta go!
So I'm like, sometimes I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I forget?
I said, what the H-E double hockey is what I said. Get your butt here.
I was like, I'm checking out right now. And so I had to go check out. And then we had to, you know, from Nicholasville from here is nothing but curvy roads.
Oh, it's not. And it would make me sick. You would probably drive like a crazy person.
I was. And it's afternoon traffic. And then I get on Bluegrass Parkway thinking, woo, 4 lanes, right? No. They have orange barrels everywhere because they're re-blacktopping 1 lane. All the way from the exit in Versailles.
Road rage to you!
All the way to the river. And I was like, oh. So I just slowed down and was like, okay, I'll be there when I get there. So here I am.
So then she's like, oh, well, you can edit this out. And I went, no, not today. We're going live.
That's when they told me. That's when they saw fit to say, oh, by the way, we're doing it live. And I went, wait, what? So here we are.
Anyway,
I survived.
It's all good.
Y'all would have never known that if I hadn't told you that. Other than the fact that my hair's a mess and I have no makeup on. Which is common for me.
She's beautiful.
If you spend well, thank you. If you spend any time with me at all, you would know that's very common. But I try not to do that to y'all on TV. And so, I'm just like, really? Just
another day
we all
with Tia and Tiffany.
Yeah, we all goof up. So, if you've had a crazy day and you've completely forgot something, I have not forgotten to pick up my children. I've come close a couple of times. But at least I didn't forget to go pick up my child and leave him standing outside of a school somewhere. So,
well, that's a good
I just left you all here waiting on me.
Yeah, we've just been here, just waiting.
And then Laura calls me because she's here at the coffee house when they're here and I'm not here. And she's like, where are you at? And I'm like, yeah. So, let's talk about the coffee house.
Let's do, because we love Laura, and she's so good to us to let us
She is good to
hang out at the coffee house. I mean, now, don't get me wrong, I love going to the mansion, too. We may have to go back to the mansion soon, because, I love Dixie and the mansion. So,
well, that was part of the reason why my day's been crazy, because I had people there putting tint on my windows at the house today, to cut down on UVA rays and UVB rays and all that. So they've been there all day.
We're going to have to go back to the mansion to see the
We didn't see it. It's clear.
We're going to have to check that out.
It's clear. Huh. Yeah. I mean, it's there, but you can't see it. You would never know the difference. You would never know. I mean, if I didn't know they didn't, I wouldn't know the difference either. So they were there. Blue Zoom was there because I'm getting different internet because I told you about how AT&T's crap and how 23,000 for Blue Spectrum. Blue Zoom.
No Spectrum.
Blue Zoom. So I've had subcontractors at the house all day, so that's
So we couldn't go there.
Well, no, they were gone by then.
Oh, okay.
But that's what threw me off for today about where I was supposed to be doing, where I was
So
supposed
you
to be,
couldn't
what I was
go
supposed to
to
be doing.
Sam's early today, and she didn't
Right.
come to work with me today.
Right, no, I typically don't work on Wednesdays, unless something's going on.
And I had the day from H-E double hockey sticks.
Apparently,
And
I
no Tia with me today.
apparently I need a law license so I can come help you.
Just saying. Anyway,
Did you know that? Did you know that I was going to go to law school?
I need you to, like, yesterday.
Well, I actually had intentions of that when I went off to college, and, you know, you would have to finish your 40-year degree in a timely manner, of which I did not, because I couldn't afford it. I was poor.
Well, I mean, I understand.
And so it took me a long time, and so I wasn't able to go to law school because I couldn't finish my 4-year degree then. So, but I actually, if you look at my high school senior stuff, you know, where they say when it comes out in the newspaper, what are you going to do? I said I was going to go to law school at UK, and I did go to UK. I just didn't go to law school.
I mean, you see us talk all the time.
Yes.
She did argued really well. Yeah. No.
I'm doing law, I'm just not doing your law, I'm doing my version of policing law.
Yes, I need you to just get on to law school,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, that's not going to happen at this age.
Get you a 1-year law degree.
I'm too old. I'm way too old for that. Okay, so anyway, coffee house. I digress. I'm sorry.
Yes, go.
So, Laura is gracious enough to let us host here because she's closed right now. She went back to her regular hours, so she closes at 5 o'clock during the week, and so we come in afterwards. And so she was gracious enough to do that. But she actually did 2 giveaways last week. One for school bus drivers, if they come in and bought something. And so Linda Kurtzinger, you know Linda.
Yes, yes.
Linda works at the courthouse with us. She works for Joni Clark. She's one of our deputy jailers. And so she won for the bus drivers, so she got a gift card to Off the Ground.
Yay, Linda!
And then they had a big
Yay!
basket for the teachers for back to school specials.
Awesome.
And so Samantha Tucker won that.
Where is Miss Tucker?
Which school? I don't know. Because
She didn't write that down, did she?
She did not. And I don't know
Well,
her.
congratulations, Miss Samantha Tucker.
Yes. And for students only, no matter what age you are, but just students, if you come in, every time you come in and get a Java blend on a Monday through Thursday, it automatically puts you in a drawing on Friday for a free one. And so last week was Jackson Doss.
I know Jackson. He's such a good kiddo. I'm glad he won.
He's not been in to get his yet, so
Jackson.
we need to get the message.
Hey,
to
listen,
him.
I'll tag his daddy. I'll let his dad know.
Because she posted on Instagram and she posted on Facebook who the winners were, but I just, maybe he's just not following her. But he
Well,
was the winner.
He may not be on social media.
Right, that's what
but
I'm saying.
his dad is,
Right.
so I will
But
make
he
sure
may
to let
not.
his dad know.
But she'll be drawing another one on Friday. So my kids come up here sometimes after school, particularly because Keela walks over from the middle school, and obviously she's exempt. So, but
Well, I'm going to have to get Dylan to...
yeah. So any student, so high school, you don't have to come after school. Just anytime you come, and you can get your name put in for a free drawing.
All right.
So, all right. So, what else do we want to talk about? Let's talk about our, this is still a long ways away, but I'm just going to put a brief thing out there, our DARE auction.
Oh, yes.
Sheriff Milam last year did something different, and we did a DARE and Shop with the Cop auction. It's going to be this year on Saturday, November the 3rd at 10 a.m., so it's still a long ways away, and I'll remind you as we get closer. But you can donate your items. They are tax deductible. You can bring them by the sheriff's office and donate them, or you can call the sheriff's office at 839-4021, and they will send somebody to come pick it up. It won't be me, but they'll send somebody to come pick it up.
She might be there to pick it up. Who knows?
But it is taxable. If I personally know you and you want me to come get it, I will come
It's not
get it.
taxable. She put...
Tax deductible.
I know, but you just...
I?
mushed.
I'm sorry.
You smushed
I
tax
did.
deductible together and said taxable.
We'll see if we were editing this, we could fix that.
I know,
but we're not.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not.
So,
You're all nervous.
I know.
right
I'm
now.
like, oh my God, it's just been crazy today, and it just threw me off my game.
I know. Okay, now listen. I know it's still early, but there was a tad bit of a big event that happened this week because everybody had to go ahead, all the nonpartisan races there was a filing deadline for the nonpartisan races
Right.
too. So they had the ballot position drawings.
How they appear on the ballot.
How they appear on the ballot. So let's talk and tell everybody like for the nonpartisan city council.
Yes.
This is a big deal. I don't live in the city.
I don't either.
You don't live in the city.
Just by that much.
But there's a bunch of people that live in the city, and there's a bunch of our viewers that live in the city. And there are 10 people that are running for 6 seats.
Yes. So we have the incumbents who are running, which are Bobby Durr, George Gohegan, Joe Marshall, Stephen Rucker, and Wendy Bruce Schaus. And then the people that are running against them are Anthony Searcy, Christina Wolf. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Dreisbach?
Remember, I'm Azanero, I get Azarino, Azanario,
Yeah.
I understand. So we are really sorry.
Yeah, so I apologize if I...
Driesbach,
Yeah, Christina Wolf Dreisbach.
Dreisbach.
Yes, so she's on the ballot. Tracy Hicks, David Allen Case, and Billy Wadick. So there's 10 people, there's only 6 seats. So 4 people are not going to get elected.
Now, I must have voted for city council when I was still living at home, but I don't remember. I think you get to vote for 6, right?
I don't know how it works. I've never lived in
I
the city.
can't remember.
I've never lived in
We'll figure that out,
city.
and we'll talk about that more.
Yeah, and then so running for mayor
There's a contested race.
is incumbent Sandy Goodlett, and Troy Young, our former sheriff, is running against him for that seat. So then we have running for sheriff is Joe Milam. We'll be facing Doug Deathridge. They both won in the May primary. Joe is the Republican. Doug is the Democrat. And in fiscal court, we only have 2 seats of the magistrates that have people who are running against them. Mike Riley is the incumbent, and Forrest Dale Stevens is running against him. And Kenny Barnett is the incumbent, and Stephen Drury is running against him. And then we have our district judge race. J.R. Robards, who is one of our current district judges. Linda Dixon Bullock is running against him. I believe she's from Shelby County.
I think that's right.
Yes.
Now listen, I'm just gonna say it. Judge Robards is an outstanding judge.
He's fantastic. We love him. Not because we work with him a lot, but he's very fair.
And I say that he's an outstanding judge, and that's not because he rules in my favor all the time, because he doesn't.
Right. But he's a good judge.
He's a very fair and very thorough judge.
He's very relaxed. He's low key. He lets people,
because there's one dude Thursday that
he lets people say ugly things when they shouldn't, and
it's not that he lets them,
handles
but
it well. He's professional about it.
Very professional and even keel, and just
and so
anyway, I just needed to throw that out there, Judge Robards. I think you are an outstanding judge.
Yes, and I would agree. And he brought me stuff for my mama, because I pointed out to him that Linda Dixon Bullock had brought stuff to the senior citizens for them, and that she didn't have anything from him. And I told her she wasn't allowed to vote for that lady because we didn't know her, and so we threw it away. And then he brought me stuff for her. So
I know that we probably shouldn't be out here campaigning for specifics, but I'm sorry. This one's a little bit important.
Well, it's hard when we work with them all the time. And for those of you who don't understand, that district court judge represents Shelby, Spencer, and Anderson County. So it's not just Anderson County voters. So even if everybody in Anderson County voted for him, that doesn't necessarily mean he would win, because you still have Shelby County and Spencer County. So that's why I guess I feel maybe a little bit more comfortable with it, is because we don't have...
He treats people fair.
Yeah, we're not just speaking for... we're speaking for Anderson County, but there's other people in Spencer and Shelby County. So
I'm a big Judge Robards fan.
Yes. And you've probably seen him around town. He's been to, he was at the Fun Fest for the open house for school. He was at, what was the thing in March that we had? The Business Expo. He was at the Business Expo. So he was at the fair.
His mother-in-law is Judge Armstrong, that was the district judge for several years.
But he personally has been around a lot this year already. So you may have already seen him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And then we have the Congress seat, incumbent Andy Barr is being run against by Amy McGrath. And I'm sure y'all have seen those commercials on TV already. And here's the thing. Why do we start in August? We ain't got to start with those commercials in August. Y'all wear me out. The election's not until November. I don't want to see it. Every time I see TV, I just want to go mute, because I don't want to hear those ads.
Okay, but let's talk about what is on TV right now that I'm going to go home and watch.
What?
The Little League World Series! Oh my gosh, it is so good.
I didn't know that was on. Is that on ESPN?
Oh, yes. the night before last, the best game I have ever seen was on. It was Georgia versus Texas.
Oh, I didn't know it was even on.
Okay, this Georgia team was down. They were the home team. They were down in the 6th inning, 6-3, I think it was. I mean, these little kids were just like, they were beaten. Mm-hmm. They knew they had lost. Well, this kid gets up there and they score.
Yeah.
They score 6-4. They're down 2 runs.
Okay.
Then this other kid gets on base. This other big old kid gets up there and he knocks a homer, 2-run homer, and they're tied. And they're like extra innings.
Okay.
And then it goes into extra innings, and then the Texas team scores, and then the Georgia team scores, and then more extra innings. Finally, in the 9th inning, the Georgia team pulls out the win. But if both those teams could have won, that's what should have happened because they were excellent. And the sportsmanship is amazing.
But what game of that series was that?
Well, one of the teams was eliminated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The Texas team ended up being eliminated.
Okay.
So today, they got rained out yesterday. So the Georgia team, it's an elimination game. The Georgia team plays the Michigan team. I don't know who won because I taped it so I could go home and watch it.
So where are they playing?
In Williamsport.
Where's that?
In Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, okay.
And then the 2 undefeated teams play tonight, and that is Hawaii and New York.
And is that an elimination game?
It is.
Okay.
No,
because they're both undefeated.
Because it's a double elimination.
Because they're both undefeated.
Yes. Okay. Watch the Little League World Series. It's amazing.
Okay. Speaking of sports, since you've already gone there with the sports.
I did. Sorry.
Okay, so
You know we love sports.
because the Anderson County Football Bearcats played last Friday night, and they played against George Rogers Clark, and I went because my nephew is playing, which is Huntley Chilton. He's a sophomore. My little cousin Aaron Chilton is playing. Our cousin, I should say. He's a senior. What?
She forgets.
I forget. Well, you know them. I'm the one
They
that has
don't know me.
I'm the one that has to draw the family tree.
She
can't
does
keep
have to
up.
draw a family tree.
So I went to watch them play. It was a great night. It didn't rain, so it was a good game. Oh my goodness. Anderson County put a whooping on them.
We spanked them.
41-0. Yeah, right. And so little Mr. CC doesn't know.
CC.
He doesn't have a clue who we are.
I forget that he has a real name just because the first time we learned
Talked about him.
we named him CC.
So his name is Charles Collins. He is a transfer.
Charles Collins, number 33. See? CC, 33.
His daddy is one of the assistant coaches.
Oh, he is?
He is.
Oh, good.
That's the reason why they came here, because his daddy got hired.
33, CC.
And so, that was my number in high school. It's on my on my classroom, my high school classroom, 33, just saying. So he's representing well. Thank you. I appreciate that, Charles.
You all are destined to be friends.
He is quite the little player. Anderson County scored 5 touchdowns. Brendan Labhart. Zach. I'm sorry. Zach Labhart scored the first one. CC scored the next 3 touchdowns for Anderson. 3 in a row.
33!
Yes.
CC.
And then our little cousin Aaron, there was a fumble, and Brandon Aldridge picked it up. Now, Brandon's a lineman. He's a big old boy, okay?
Did he give that sucker away?
No, he picked up the fumble, almost fell down and dropped it again, and then Aaron scooped it up, and then he ran it back for the touchdown. And so he scored the last touchdown again.
That is awesome.
So Brandon was trying, so Brandon is responsible for actually getting it the first time.
Right.
But then he couldn't stay on his feet. And then he fell down, and then Aaron was right there with him, and he scooped it up, and he took it in for the touchdown. So I was so proud of them. They did such a good job.
Way to go, Bearcats.
Yes. And so they play again at home this week.
It makes me want to bust out in a cheer.
Yes. Well, why weren't you there? I was texting her. I was like, CC scored again. Why weren't you there?
I had a house full of boys.
You could have brought them to the football game.
I thought it was supposed to rain.
Yeah, it didn't.
I'm not sitting out in the rain.
It did, I know, but it didn't.
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
It rained.
I'll sit out in the rain for my kids.
Remember, I said I wasn't going to sit in the rain. But it rained about 6 o'clock, and then it was done. It rained for a few minutes, and then it was done. So way before the game started at 7:30.
No, my youngest had texted me and said, "Mama, can I have 3 boys over to spend the night. And all these boys play baseball. He doesn't. He's my non-baseball player boy. And they have tournaments all weekend. And so they never get to come over and spend the night. And they didn't have a tournament this weekend. So he was like, can they come spend the night? And of course, all they wanted to do was play Fortnite.
Well, Kayla went to a birthday party on Friday. They showed up at the ball game. I didn't even know she was going to be there. Somebody goes, there's your kid. I went, she ain't here. She's at a birthday party. And they went, no, there she is. And I went, oh yeah, there she is. There she goes right there.
Bye. See ya.
Yeah, that was like, oh, there's one of my kids. So there was lots of kids there. Just your turn's coming because they're going to get into high school and you're not going to have a choice. You're going to be taking them to the football game.
I know. We'll go to. I mean, maybe we'll come.
It's cool.
Maybe.
It's cool. It's cool to be at the football game. So this Friday night it's at home. It's 7:30. I forget who we play.
Who we play? Does it say?
I don't remember. I don't know. Mr. Producer, do you know who we play this Friday? I can't remember. Next week, the 31st, it's Meade County. You're correct. Meade County. He is correct. I remember that now that he's.
Where the heck is Meade
Right
County?
outside of Louisville. Like down towards Mount Washington, that direction.
Oh.
That direction.
Bullitt County.
Yeah, like that direction.
Meade, Bullitt.
Yeah, all that.
Okay.
Yes. So, but next Friday the 31st, by Mercer County. Oh, but it's at Mercer.
Oh. We gotta beat Mercer County.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta go.
We gotta beat Mercer.
I wish I had a Scotty shirt to wear, but they're not Scotties anymore.
No! You are now an Anderson County Bearcats.
The Scotties don't exist.
Bearcats. Bearcats.
We did that to you the other night, but you weren't there.
Well, I'm always a Bearcat.
Okay, so they did really good.
I
was
just
very
don't
proud of
look
them.
very good in red.
Gotta do a blue red, sister. Y'all familiar with your colors in blue red? No orange reds. It's supposed to be blue reds. Is our flashing red light supposed to be flashing, or I thought it was supposed to be solid?
Are we
Mr.
good,
Producer?
Mr. Producer? Our red light's flashing.
I thought it was supposed to be red solid.
Uh-oh. Our first live might not be good.
He says we're okay.
Oh, we're okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's why we're not video text. Because we don't know the difference. Let's talk about State Fair. State Fair's going on.
State Fair's going on, and
Are you
have
going?
you all... No.
Me either.
I'm just not a big State Fair fan.
Tomorrow would be beautiful, though. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be
it really
gorgeous
would.
tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 76 degrees,
But
low
guess what?
humidity.
We have court.
We have court tomorrow. That's right.
We'll be at the fair.
Yes. And then I have to work football, middle school football game tomorrow night. Because I got to work concession stand. Princess got to cheer. So that's the middle school game.
Okay, now listen. I'm a little obsessed. We might need to have a weekly review
Of?
the disappearance of Crystal Rogers.
Oh, I've watched both episodes. Are y'all watching this?
I think you all need to watch it if you're not. It's on the Oxygen network.
Okay, so it's about Crystal Rogers, in case you're not familiar. She is the lady who has been missing for 3 years from Bardstown. Her boyfriend has been named as a suspect for quite some time.
Brooks Houck.
Yes, for quite some time.
His
And
brother is Nick Houck.
who used to be a Bardstown police officer when all this happened. And they think he's a person of interest. And based on what I've seen so far, I believe it.
Yes. And I want to give a shout out to Stacey Rice, Stacey Kurtzinger Rice. She is my sister friend about this issue. She's going to solve this.
So we've had, Bardstown has had 5 murders within a 3-year time span
I just can't imagine.
of unsolved. They're unsolved.
Bardstown is not that much bigger than Anderson County.
No, and it's 30 minutes down the road.
Yes.
So it started with Jason Ellis. The police officer was shot and killed in the line of duty.
And we learned in this last week's episode some details that I did not know
Correct.
about his murder.
Yes. So his murder, then you have Crystal Rogers, then you have the school teacher, and I apologize, I don't remember her name, and her daughter that were killed in their home. And then you have Crystal Rogers' father,
Tommy Ballard.
who was shot and killed out hunting, and they think it's because he was getting too close to finding out where his daughter was.
Yes, because Team Crystal on Facebook, that page, my friend Stacy told me, we all know Stacy Kurtzinger. She told me that Tommy had been posting on their TikTok, your time is almost up.
Yes. And then all the details has been really interesting.
Yes.
And so they've already done 2 episodes. I don't know how many episodes the series is.
I think it's 5.
So it shows on Saturday night at 9 o'clock, I think it is, on Oxygen Channel.
7, and then 9.
7. Okay. And so I tape it, so then I just watch it at my leisure. But you probably can get it on demand if you don't have a DVR. I highly recommend that you watch it. Just one, because it's interesting, but two, because it's right down the road.
It's right down the road. It is.
So right down the road. So none of these murders have been solved, and these poor families have just been in turmoil over all this.
Sherry Ballard just breaks my heart.
And
And
then
not only Sherry Ballard, but Casey Ballard breaks my heart. That brother/son.
Did you see about Tommy Ballard's sister?
Yes.
Okay, so what they told us in the second episode is that, and I'm not ruining anything for you because you're going to find out, and it has nothing to do with Crystal's disappearance, but Crystal's aunt disappeared in
Tommy's
1979, which is her daddy's sister.
And her name was Sherry, too.
Yes, and so she disappeared in 1979, and they didn't find her for years, and come to find out her ex-husband killed her and hid her body.
Burn her up.
Yeah, and hid her body. So that's happened twice in their family.
It's awful. Just
awful.
awful. Now, this last episode, if you haven't watched it, when you watch it, pay close attention to when they show the press conference of the chief of police talking about Jason Ellis's murder. Pay close attention to the people in the background and see if you see somebody familiar.
With Rick?
Yes, but not
Okay.
while they're looking at him.
Uh-huh.
They go to like somebody hugging, see if you see somebody in the background that
Okay.
looks familiar.
Okay. Well, Rick McEvans is a friend of mine. He used to be the chief at Bardstown.
I love him.
Yes, he is now currently the chief at Shepherdsville.
Bullitt County.
Yes. Great guy. Great guy. And you saw he didn't put up in the Nick House crap.
No, he didn't. He said
did
you
not.
get your buttocks in there and interview
Yes.
and answer questions.
So basically what happened was Nick, who was the police officer at Bardstown at the time, who worked for him, was interfering in the investigation of his brother, of this disappearance of his girlfriend. And that's a big fat no-no.
You don't do that.
You don't do that. Nobody does that. Nobody is allowed to do that. But particularly when you're a police officer and you know better. So, and then he didn't want to cooperate when they wanted to question him. And he said, "You're gone."
You will.
And he put it in a much worse way than
Yes,
what
he
I
did.
referred to it as. Okay. So,
I'm sorry,
watch
but
it.
that's just a little fun fact.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah, it's right down the road, and so it's very interesting.
I shouldn't say fun because it's not. It's a horrible, horrible situation. But oh my gosh, I hope to goodness just having these shows on will bring
Yeah, more information
more
already than what I do about it.
Yes, it's just. Ugh.
Yes. So those five victims and their families. So it's bringing attention to all of them.
2, 3 families.
Yes.
3
Yes.
families.
Yes, but it's bringing attention to all of their murders,
Yes.
not just Crystal's.
Yes.
So because they really truly
Because
think they're all connected.
they're at least covering Tommy, Crystal, and Jason Ellis in this show. I don't know if they're going to cover the
mother and the
school
daughter.
teacher and the daughter so much because they don't necessarily know if they're connected.
But they think maybe.
But they're bringing attention to everything there. So.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, last Farm to Fork dinner is this weekend at the Old Depot, Saturday, August the 25th at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $30 a person. What else? We will just mention this, the St. Lawrence Catholic Church Harvest Fest on September the 22nd from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then the Mutt Strut is Saturday, October the 6th, and it is to raise money for the Anderson Humane Society.
Strut your mutt. I need to strut my
Well, it's
Woody.
just take your mutt.
Well, it says
for-
strut your mutt dog show.
But take your mutt for a strut.
Take
'Cause I
your
screwed
mutt
it-
for a strut.
'cause I-
Strut your mutt dog show, though, immediately after the race.
Because I screwed it all up last week. That's the only reason why
I need to do something with Woody because, you know, I had that house full of boys
Yes.
Friday night. All I heard was, Woody, quit! Woody, quit! And I was like, shoot, we're going to have to put you up,
Why
Woody.
did you shut the door?
Well, because there are no doors.
Oh, they were in the living room.
They were in the living room
Okay.
and... No,
Put him in the
there's-
laundry and shut the door.
Well, no, I just put him in his crate. for
Oh,
a
well,
while.
that'll work. And we don't have, we're dorks this week, and we don't have a Woody Dixie Pet of the Week.
No.
So, just go find you a pet. Just go
There's
get
a
your
bunch of cats out there, I think.
Yes.
So go
Yes.
find you a pet. And if you want to email us, as always, email us at lal with TNT at gmail.com. We would love to hear from you, or just get on our Facebook page and tell us if the live was good or not.
Because they're going to say it's no different.
It might not be. I don't know.
Right.
Josh Satterley, check it out. I do have to give a shout out, though, to Logan Davis. He stopped by the office today. He had no idea that it was a very bad day. Very bad day. And he walked in with a nice cold can of something and just put it right in front of me. And I was like, you have no idea how good this is. But didn't drink it. It's in the fridge.
Okay.
But yes, thank you, Logan Davis.
Well, I have to put one last plug in to Teresa Cole, who lives in South Lisa, in Mercer County. She is one of our regular viewers.
Because she loves Anderson County.
Yes, and that's what I try to tell you every week, is that even though South Lisa is not in Anderson County, there are lots of people who do all their shopping and do all their stuff in Anderson County. And so Teresa was at my house on Monday night. I hosted the women's group from church at the house on Monday, and so she was there, and she was like, I watch your show every week. I had no idea.
Thank you, Teresa.
And so I was like, oh, and then Denise's mama, Nancy Dennis, was mad at Denise because she hadn't told her that she was going to do the show.
That was last minute, Miss Nancy.
Yes, it was. It really was last minute, I promise. But she told Denise that she was mad, because y'all remember Denise was here with me last week. She said, you didn't tell me you were doing that show? And Denise was like, well, it just kind of happened. And she said, I watch that show every week. So she was mad.
And again, thank you so much, Denise. Last week, my trial settled, so I didn't have to go through all that all day long. But
You did all that work.
I worked my
work.
patootie off.
Yeah.
I did.
Did all that work, and then didn't have to.
And then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So she screwed it up last week. I tried to screw it up today, and yet here we are.
but here we are.
So, and thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Even those of you who
Again.
we don't know anything about.
We thank you so much for tuning in, because we have way too much fun.
Yeah. And you notice, Denise, it's not prim and proper this week because I told her it wasn't that kind of show.
We really aren't
Winging it.
We really aren't prim and proper at all. I mean, I've said HE double hockey sticks at least three times.
I've used crap instead of what I really wanted to say.
I know. We try to at least
saying.
keep it somewhat clean.
Yes. So, we will see you all next week. We don't know if it'll be live or not next week. Maybe. So, we'll see you next
see.
week. Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.